Juhu, willkommen zurück zu Hand of Glory mit Lazarus, seinen fulminanten Schal. Schauen uns gleich mal die Zeitung an. Gibt's so Neues? God doesn't need us.
Father Verb, one of the most influential and controversial figures of our time. The Harbinger had even published the first page in color in his honor, years before he had received the Nobel Prize for, I don't remember what reason. Then he disappeared from the scene. Apparently, he had recently decided to return with a book attacking the project Alternative Sentence, launched by the United Nations a few years earlier. I didn't know much about it, but I suspected that soon everybody would be talking about it.
Okay. Ja, wir können ja auch drüber sprechen. Was geht es denn hier drum? HPD refusing to share state of the blowtorch.
The HPD
case.
refused to share their progress on the blowtorch investigation. It was standard procedure, initially maintaining absolute radio silence from the press, and then throw them a little bone in the days after. Unless Gwendolyn Pratt had an interest in the story. That snake would have been able to slip into Burton's office through the window just to get the scoop.
Mhm. Gwen. Was haben wir denn hier unten? Der Harbinger in dem mysteriösen, ausführenden Produzenten auf der Spur. Seit einigen Monaten verfolgen wir die Geschichte eines erfolgreichen, aber unbekannten Produzenten und wir haben uns nun entschlossen, die wenigen verfügbaren Informationen mit ihnen zu teilen. Vor ein paar Monaten tauchte Adam, angeblich sein Name, aber vermutlich ein falscher, aus dem Nichts auf und fing an, Projekte zu finanzieren, die nur einen gemeinsamen Nenner hatten. Sie wurden alle zu großen Hits und brachten ihm die prestigeträchtige Auszeichnung ausführender Produzent des Jahres ein, die von den Lesern unserer Unterhaltungsbeilage gewählt wird. Bislang waren alle Versuche, ihn ausfindig zu machen, vergeblich. Damit reicht sich Adam in die wachsende Gruppe anonymer Persönlichkeiten ein, die die Zeitungsseiten dominieren. Von der Schriftstellerin Elena Ferrand bis zum renommierten Künstler Bansky. Aha. Ja, gibt's nicht. So, was können wir denn jetzt machen? Was sagt denn unser Notizbuch? Was sollen wir denn machen? Nichts. Wir sollten ja noch mal ins Revier.
I had to go to Molesberg's mansion as soon as possible. To do that, I faced two
So.
problems. I had to convince Seamus Burton to give me access to the crime scene and recover the keys that kept Green Dart imprisoned, which I accidentally dropped in the sewer. It would also be useful to visit the alley again where, just a few hours before, I received the challenge. In the daylight, some new clue might emerge.
Ne, dann machen wir uns da mal hin. Neuer Ort hinzugefügt. Haben wir was in unserem Briefkasten?
I was sure I would find only bills and late payment warnings. Sometimes it's better not to know, so I didn't open it.
Okay, dann gehen wir. Okay, wir haben ja einmal einen Malzberg, die Gasse. Wir sollen ja
The
zur
hike
Gasse.
from the previous evening was enough. I had to regain possession of Green Dart.
Okay, zuerst unser voluminöses Bike. Ab geht's in
Maybe
den
I could
Kanal.
retrieve the key to the lock by regretfully climbing down into the sewers. Lifting the manhole cover with my bare hands was an undertaking beyond my physical abilities.
Was haben wir denn? Wir haben ein Magnet. Schaffst du es mit dem Magnet?
Obviously, the magnet attracted the metal, but not enough to lift the manhole cover.
Schade. Komm, Willow, du kannst uns doch bestimmt helfen.
Hey, Willow.
Brauche eine Erlaubnis, um
I need permission to
einzutreten.
enter, Willow.
The HPD is not open to civilian. You should know that full well. But if you need to press charges, let me know.
I came to visit Seamus, Willow. Is it necessary to be part of the CIA to see him?
Curious that you mentioned the CIA.
Oh, God. Let's just do this old school. You scratch my back, and I scratch yours. Deal?
Actually, there is one thing an ignorant peasant like you could do for me. Do you see that red sports car?
It's impossible not to see that fireball.
A fireball parked for 3 days in a spot reserved for a public official, namely me. I tried to have it towed, but they just ignored me.
I can't imagine why, but okay. I'll make that car disappear sooner than you can formulate another conspiracy theory.
If you need tactical support, let me know.
Taktische Unterstützung. Ich gehe
I'll
nachsehen.
go check the
Genau.
level of the sea's saltiness to verify it's up to code.
Ja auch sagen einfach ciao. Könnten wir schauen uns
If I
erstmal die
wanted to gain
Sportwagen an.
access to the HPD, the roadster would have to disappear from that parking spot.
Okay, dann rufen wir mal jemanden an.
Better think about it. If I wanted to gain access to the some
Ja.
men are able to. I was never one of them.
Okay. Burton und Mama.
I'd rather
Was
talk to him in person. I wondered what my mother was doing at that precise moment. It had been years since we last spoke. Anyway, by
Nachrichten
that time, they were all using those instant.
ständig leer, okay. Wir können noch an den Hydranten rumspielen, oder?
Would it be useful to get rid of the sports car? I couldn't do anything with bare hands. What I needed was a tool suitable for that purpose.
Ja, da haben wir doch hier drüben was, wenn es um Werkzeug geht. Genau, wir müssen hier außen rum. Der Straße zugewandt. Hier haben wir doch Werkzeugkasten.
Maybe in there I'd have found something that might have helped me get rid of the illegal parker.
Hey, you! What are you trying to do?
I was checking that all tools are in compliance with the security regulations for roadworks.
Are you a trade unionist?
No, I'm just a citizen who values the safety of our good masons risking their lives every day.
If you really care about your health, leave those tools alone.
Wen haben wir denn da? Ein
She was
Tourist?
planning to commit to film every detail that might be worth showing to her relatives. That fountain was horrible. I didn't know why she took pictures of it so earnestly.
Reden wir noch mal
I
mit
had
ihm
nothing else to
drüber.
ask him.
Mit dem Magnet an dem Werkzeug.
The magnet wasn't strong enough to attract the tools.
Schade.
I was happy to get rid of that magazine, and I wanted things to stay that way.
Dann ist hier der Einzige, der...
Putting it in my pocket was out of the question. I'd have sullied my amazing coat. If needed, I could have used it on the spot.
Könnten die eine Zigarette
Didn't
anbieten.
understand how that could possibly help me.
Naja, die Freundschaft
Setting fire
genießt.
to the paint seemed like overkill to me.
Okay.
I'd wait for the right moment to enjoy one of my last cigarettes.
Hat er bestimmt auch zu seiner letzten gesagt. Hier kriegst du einen Magnet.
Was it really worth it? The fountain wasn't especially elaborate. It emitted a hypnotic water jet, though. Neither too violent.
Okay. Okay, an sein Werkzeug kommen wir also nicht direkt ran. Pia, kannst du was für uns
And
tun?
nothing else to say to that fake Frenchman.
Fake Frenchman. Haben wir manchmal was im Green Dart drin?
I still couldn't take the bike.
Wir können darüber gehen. Dann haben wir noch den Marker. Vielleicht kriegen wir ihn jetzt.
Hey, Milo, do you mind if I borrow this marker for a while?
What do you have to do?
I can use it to get rid of your illegal parker.
Alright, go ahead and take it. I prefer the old methods anyway.
I will never understand why you keep using quills instead of normal ballpoint pens.
Pens contain microchip for satellite tracking. Didn't you know that?
Was? Okay. Jetzt haben wir einen Stift.
Once my colleagues drew a fake mustache on me with one of these. I had to go to work like that for a month before it faded away.
Ja, das stimmt. Okay, jetzt haben wir einen Stift. Können wir ihnen den Marker geben?
Sometimes, my obsession with using random. In that moment, was it really worth? Was it really worth it?
Keine Ahnung, ob es worth it ist.
In that moment, it. How many acts of vandalism could I perpetrate with a simple brush? An inviting toolbox, stuffed with the lights of 1,000 uses.
Wir könnten... Kann man hier nichts tun. Ich würde vielleicht mal sagen, ab. Hier. Der Musiker, der macht einen wahnsinnig. Oh, man hört ihn aber noch bis hier. Kommen wir denn hier raus? Beim, wie eine Map. Oder die Karte hier oben. Nee, fortsetzen.
It led me to where that crazy guy launched his challenge. Those numbers had to mean something.
Und dann mit dem
Sometimes, my obsession with using random items didn't lead anywhere.
okay. Kommen wir denn wieder raus auf die Karte? Tab? Ist hier irgendwas? Entspannter Lesemodus. Oha. Da war News. Ich muss Burton überreden, mich in die Ermittlung einzubeziehen. Um ins HPD zu kommen, muss der rote Sportwagen verschwinden. Wenn ich mich in der Stadt frei bewegen will, muss ich den Schlüssel zu Wohin dort aus der Kanalisation holen. Ich weiß, du bist gelangweilt, aber ich möchte gerne... Wie kommt man denn hier überall raus? Oh, wir könnten ja die Backsteinmauer bepinseln, oder?
The wall had recently been stuccoed, so it definitely had more refined look compared to the rest of the building. Masons seemed to be maniacally attached to that. Maybe I could take...
Okay. Dann probieren wir das mal mit...
I consider myself a bad boy exactly for these kinds of ideas.
Okay.
Hey, boss. Some punk must have targeted your amazing brick wall.
Oh oh. Okay, jetzt ist er abgelenkt. Jetzt schaut er nämlich da.
There it was. The kleptomaniac's heaven. Found an adjustable wrench. A worn out but still usable mallet. And a brand new measuring tape.
Na, sieht man doch an. Kommt man hier nirgendwo wieder weg? Okay, da könnten wir ja jetzt einmal
Maybe.
Maß nehmen.
Or maybe not.
Er nicht. Dann machen wir es gleich mit einem Schraubenschlüssel.
If the parking culprit lived nearby as I suspected, he would certainly witness the disaster that was about to befall his roadster.
Genau, man stellt sich auch davor.
I let the water pressure do the rest. Now, it would just be a matter of time.
Keiner war. Doch,
The place is all yours, Wheelo.
uns Wassers alle.
Lazarus Bundy. What a chance encounter.
And things go from bad to worse. Man, I didn't realize how dirty Green Dart was. I really need to deal with something else right now. Come back later, okay?
Information can't wait. But above all, it's the American people who can't wait. They deserve to know. And right now, they are crying out to hear what law enforcement is doing to protect the great country which is America. In particular, what Lazarus Bundy is doing to prevent a dangerous criminal from continuing to slaughter innocent people.
Well, I could tell you about how my brain practically spilled out of my ears from the beating I took just to save a girl. But then your article would read, Detective Bundy loses brain and culprit.
That means you had some gray matter left when you let the metro artist and the nightclub gigolo slip through your fingers?
Is giving nicknames to criminals the best you can do, apart from appearing just when something goes wrong?
Gotcha. You're admitting the last case went wrong. Rumor has it that this umpteenth failure was also your last failure, Bundy. Rumor is that Seamus Burton refused to have your back after a blowtorch, the monster that shook Miami, escaped capture.
Rumor is also that a certain detective could sue a certain imposter for slander.
Do you want to stand against the freedom of the press? I have the people on my side.
Are you talking about those morons that read your sensationalist and defamatory stuff?
Very well. The Red Scarf Detective insults honest citizens.
Why am I still talking to you?
Because I'm about to give you a loophole out of this spiral of failure. In 2 days, I'll be shooting a special in front of Ramos's house. A program in which I'll reveal all the info I have on live television, whether provided by official sources or not.
And I should be that official source, I suppose. You know, I think I'll respectfully decline your proposal.
I got wind that the detective in charge of the case had voluntarily let David Ramos get away. According to a credible witness who wished to remain anonymous for safety reasons, there could be a history of corruption behind this.
I've never accepted a bribe in my entire life, Brad. You know that full well.
That is your truth. Do you think it's intriguing enough to become the preferred truth of the people?
Fragt jemand
The ball
anders
is
da.
in your court, Bundy. It's up to you to decide whether to shoot it or pass. Bye-bye.
So that harpy had chosen her scapegoat to sacrifice to the national press. What was I supposed to do at that point? Would I go backward all started, or would I let them tear me apart without even trying to defend myself?
Hey, Lars.
Dürfen wir jetzt
Was
rein?
Gwendolyn Pratt the woman you were talking to?
What? Don't be silly. You know Pratt avoids me like a plague. Never mind that. What do you have to say about my parking job?
Yes. An impressive performance. Although I'd have done it faster.
Stop wearing out my eardrums and grant me permission. This is my modified temporary pass. I was sure I lost it years ago.
I kept it as a symbol of your egocentrism. You're the first and only one to ever insist on having his photo on a temporary pass.
Prima, dann können wir ja rein. Brauchen noch die Schlüssel. Mensch, ist das entspannt hier.
The notes on the bulletin board were mostly focused on possible sightings of blowtorch, a constant in Miami in those days.
Okay, was haben wir denn hier noch? Das ist ein Fahrstuhl. Wir können nach unten. Aha. Wer bist du
Hey there.
denn?
Good morning. What can I do for you?
How formal. In this office, the air is already stuffy despite the windows being open.
You are right. This is an office, sir. Therefore, there's a standard we must adhere to, and I can't afford to make mistakes.
First day of work, huh?
First day of internship, actually.
Terrifying. Once I did an internship at a post office, and I was forced to lick stamps for 3 months. Eventually, I acquired the ability to climb walls with my tongue.
That's not my case. This is exactly the place I'd like to be.
Are you kidding me?
The mystery-filled atmosphere, the walls soaked with a strong sense of justice, the excitement of not knowing what your next case will be.
Or if you'll be able to pay the monthly rent?
That is really not uncertain. This is an unpaid internship.
I feel you, sister. Now, can you let Burton know that I'd like to talk to him?
I can try, but I don't think the inspector will be receptive right now. Whom do I have to introduce?
What? Don't you recognize me? I'm the one and the only incomparable Lazarus Bundy!
You are Lazarus Bundy? They called you the mutt at the academy.
Hey, if I get my hands on the ones calling me names...
They meant that when you take a case, you grab onto it like a dog with a bone and don't give up until it's stripped clean.
Oh, well, in that case, I cannot disagree.
I'll promptly announce you, Mr. Bundy. I'm sure Inspector Burton will be happy to receive you. Mr. Burton? Detective Bundy is here asking to meet with you. Can I let him in, sir?
Bundy, you said? Let him through.
All right, sir.
Oh,
You can go in, Mr. Bundy.
Thanks a lot, Miss... What's your name?
Alice. Alice Sharp, sir.
Alice. Nice name. Oh, Alice.
Yes, Mr. Bundy?
Please drop the formality and call me Lars. I'm not your superior.
Okay, Mr. Lars.
Bundy, I wasn't expecting to see you here so soon.
I couldn't stay away from you for more than 12 hours, old boy. How's Isabel?
She has a hairier chest than you and more pants than me. What are you doing here?
I decided to be elusive. It didn't make sense to involve the department in a story that, up till that moment, I wanted to keep private. I still can't get used to the idea of sleeping as long as I want, and I'm struggling to fill my free time.
Don't start with your games. Nobody's buying them. I bet you're here to snoop around the Malsberg case.
I did hear something in passing on the TV. What can you tell me about it?
Nothing you can't hear on the news tonight. Normal kidnapping case. A teenage victim, Catherine Malsberg, daughter of Eric Malsberg, one of the wealthiest and most powerful men in the city. The latter details suggest two possible scenarios. We could be dealing with a pro, or better yet, with someone desperate who will be shaking in his boots at the first sign of a threat. Imagine, we haven't even warned Malsberg of our involvement in this investigation. We just limited ourselves to putting his phone under surveillance at the request of the police. Soon we'll get a contact, the pressure cooker will pass to the negotiator, and we can go back to dealing with the scum.
But this is a strong media impact case. Not solving it would mean compromising the reputation of the HPD.
I always liked the way you turn the tables, kid, but you won't push me into asking for your help.
Don't make me beg, old man. Give me another chance.
And then it would be another and yet another. You would never give up, and I'd find myself constantly covering your ass.
If you refer to the blowtorch case, I already thanked you 1,000 times for saving my skin from that maniac serial burner. Despite the nail-biting finale, though, the girl is safe. We can discuss protocol and procedures, but at the end of the day, that's what really counts.
If you had waited for backup as planned instead of going rogue, we would have saved the girl and taken our man. Now Ramos is on the lam with a rap sheet that would put a terrorist to shame and with his goddamn blowtorch.
Rap sheet? You checked the criminal records of the tenants in that building, and they were all spotless.
Because he committed his crimes under the name Hector Manchada during his stay in Mexico. Those incompetents downstairs let a man accused of rape and violence against women slip through their hands. Idiots.
That's why you need me. I never allow such a disaster.
No, you caused a totally different one. You've been reckless. You acted without thinking, and if we're being frank, you also got beat up like a shrinking violet. Now open your ears and listen up, kid. This old Irish ass has spent most of his life within these walls and recognizes when a career has come to an end. You can't work anymore. The sooner you accept this reality, the better.
I get it, old man. You're all heart and fatherly advice. I made a mistake coming here, and it's wasted my time.
Just hear me, kid. It's not redemption you need now.
Ja, klar, Ansage.
Burton
ne?
was immovable. I could usually extort any kind of favor from him, but not that time. I needed my badge if I wanted to take up the challenge posed to me. I asked myself where it could be stashed. Burton's very own office? And if so, how to recover it? One thing was certain. I needed help. And maybe I knew where to find some.
Ja. Aber wir schauen uns mal um. Sind denn da unten
Anytime I
Films?
stood in front of it, I would feel a chill run through me.
Oh, wir können ja hintergehen. Was macht er denn da Schönes? Wir nehmen
I
jetzt mal die
suppose
Bohrmaschine.
asking you to borrow the drill would be too bold.
I'd let you take it, since it belongs to that inept fool on the street. But then he would go postal on me, and I would never hear the end of it.
Das sieht schon
But
aus
if
wie
you
eine
want to use it
Kopfkatze.
here, I'm fine with it. Go ahead and drain the battery completely.
I couldn't drill in that spot. In that moment, it didn't seem to be a good solution to me.
Ist nur Schrott, okay. Können wir denn hier anbohren?
I thought it was better to look for another solution. Useless junk, except maybe for one board longer than...
Ach so, ja. Können wir nicht mitnehmen, der Bohrmaschine.
I didn't understand how that could possibly help me.
Wo können wir denn hier reinbohren? Die
The idea
Magnet?
wasn't bad, but I couldn't pierce the magnet with the drill by holding it in my hand. It would only get me a pair of stigmata that way. An iron tube was sticking out of the...
Könnten das mit dem
I thought it was better
festhalten?
to look for another solution. In that moment, a heavy mallet with two
Ja,
nails.
ist gut.
Was it really worth it? It was one of
Und?
those fridge magnets, but it was shaped like a UFO.
Könnten wir den Magneten denn hinmachen? Den Schrott, oder? Das Brett?
No way.
Das
I don't
Fenster?
know what prompted me to attach that magnet to the window, but sometimes I like to follow my instinct.
Oh, und jetzt können wir doch bohren, oder?
Yes, I perforated the magnet exactly in the center.
Professionell. Jetzt haben wir ein Bordenmagnet. Toll. Jetzt haben wir da drüben ein Brett. Können wir das Brett auch anbohren? Können wir es kaputt schlagen?
No way.
Warum nicht? Stell dich deinen.
A long and
Können wir das mitnehmen? Ja, uns.
the board wouldn't lodge well enough to allow me to cross. Besides, I still needed to find help.
Okay. Könnt
I
ihr uns
didn't
helfen?
understand how that could possibly help me.
So kann er uns nicht helfen.
I
Ah.
balanced one of the boards over the void, creating a suspended bridge.
Mhm. Können wir jetzt rüber, ja? Und dann können wir doch den Magneten ans Fenster befestigen, oder?
I thought it was better to look for another solution. I didn't exactly feel safe about it. The board seemed well positioned, but not very stable.
Okay, nicht stabil. Können wir doch einen Hammer
By
drauflegen.
securing the board to the railing, the crossing would be considerably safer.
Woher haben wir denn Nägel?
Now the board was well secured on the side of the balcony with two nails, while the planter held it firmly in place. Unfortunately, the mallet broke during the hammering.
Ja,
It was
klar.
obviously more damaged than it looked. I had placed the catwalk perfectly, but once on the other side, I would need some help.
Okay, dann sprechen wir
The
mal.
window was made with a peculiar metallic frame.
Sprechen wir doch mal mit Alice. Wen haben wir denn hier unten? Einen Kollegen.
My colleague was visibly focused on a case of the utmost importance. The weird cases, aka the department that dealt with investigations into mysterious events. The real mystery was why Burton kept on investing funds in such nonsense.
Jupp. Da ist das Büro. Was haben wir hier noch irgendwas? Pinnwand und Fahndungsfoto.
Ramos, immortalized from his best side.
Ja, dann
Hello.
sprechen wir halt mit Alice.
Hi.
Bist du wirklich daran
Are you
interessiert?
really interested in obtaining this job?
More than anything else. Ever since I was 10 and watched noir movies with my dad, I dreamed of investigations, spy stories, chases.
Those were only in-movie situations, but I considered it appropriate to curb my sarcasm for once. This girl could be very helpful. With such enthusiasm, you're gonna go far. Did you study anything before getting here?
I studied computer science in depth at the academy, and some kinesics.
Oh, finally, someone who might understand Wheelo when he talks. I'm sure he barrages me with curse words, under the guise of his exotic language.
Willow Wee is Vietnamese, not Chinese. And kinesics is a science that studies body language.
It sounds complex. What's its use?
It helps me understand if a person is being honest. I am certain it will be helpful here.
Stimmt.
I know it may sound strange, but I need your help.
I couldn't refuse even if I wanted. I'm an intern, remember?
As it turns out, I am presently unemployed.
What? A veteran like you fired?
Right now, it's
Yeah.
not important. What matters is that I can't work officially anymore, and I find myself conducting an investigation off the books. but I can't do that without my badge.
Wait, you're going to ask me to get it behind the inspector's back, aren't you? You're not really asking that of me, a first-day intern, the bottom step on the social ladder, are you?
You bet, intern.
I could possibly accept, but what do I get out of it?
Some healthy, real-life work experience.
I must warn you, though, if you call me intern once more in that tone, I'll put my fist in your eye so forcefully that it will match the color of your scarf.
I think I can resist the impulse. So, done deal?
Done deal. What do I have to do?
I need a distraction for Burton, and you would be the perfect bait.
I knew I should expect such things when I accepted the internship. Add my phone number to your contact list.
Of course. How do I do that exactly?
I see my tech skills will be very helpful to you.
Ja,
I
weißt
was
du, Locke?
wondering, that white lock of yours.
Everybody asks about my lock, and nobody receives an answer. It's personal.
See you soon,
Bitte.
intern. Alice.
Ugh.
Klappt doch. Okay, dann gehen wir rüber und dann rufen wir sie an. Und dann laufen wir da rüber.